The air grows cold and the spirits of dead children coalesce from the vapor of your breath. Their cherubic faces are burned and their lips quiver as if they are about to cry, but their eyes are round and vacant, and they glare at you, now, unblinking. We the innocents who have perished in the flames, choking on smoke, as we fell from the sky, crying for our mothers. You bring anchors to your world, which was once home to us, and we will use them to testify. We no longer see the world of flesh, Seeker, only the essence and auras of living things. Words, though, words may echo through the veil, and sometimes we may hear them. Last night this place was filled with a scream that went on and on, drawing us to it. It was a man crying out for a witness as he died. And so we came to bear witness, but fled in terror before the malevolent spirit that profaned the man's remains. The spirit was other, it was not of this place. It had twisted its way through the veil and through the dark to come here. When the other had gone and we returned to our vigil, we found two creatures of flesh. One you would call an elf, unsullied by technology and able to channel the energies of the cosmos, yet his spirit was corrupted from within. He was dark and twisted, yet not like the other, so we did not flee. The second we knew to be a troll. Ribbons of his essence had been flayed from him, leaving cold machinery behind. His aura was the aura of one simple and confused. Between elf and troll lay the remains of the man whose sister now chanced to us for justice. The elf, his essence remains in this place. Where the man died, something has been left behind. A small part of him, perhaps. Spirit, can you tell us any more? The spirit begins to fade, all but the one. Its eyes harden, and it takes full measure of you, as if to commit everything about you to memory. Oh. Shit. With the spirits gone, the young shaman releases her hold on the magical tether connecting her to the other realm. She reels from the backlash, or perhaps from the emotional toll of knowing her brother's last moments. You okay? No, but I will be. I don't want that for him. Not what those poor souls have endured. My brother deserves to be free. You will be, once we find his killer. The elf and the troll. Now to find that piece of the elf the spirits spoke of. It's our best hope of stopping this. I agree. Let's root around back here a tiny bit, though. Or not. There's nothing in here. Excellent. Oh, but this is open. This wasn't open before. Is there literally nothing back here? There is literally nothing back here. Cool. Let's grab that. Blood! This is what the spirits wanted us to find. The piece of my brother's killer. It's not much, but it's enough. She scowls at it, looking every bit like she intends to reach through the small sample and dismember its owner from afar. And perhaps she can. Can you track him with that? I can, given enough time. But I'm still feeling quite drained. I need to rest before I can try anything so involved. When I'm able, I'll commune with Bear, consult the spirits, and do what must be done. But in the meantime, you might take some portion of the sample to pursue a more conventional avenue of attack. I have some friends who might be able to help. Good. Let me know if you learned anything about this elf and troll pair. And should you find them, I want to be there when they are brought low. I want to see the light leave their eyes. For my brother. There's no one else I would rather have by my side. Shannon seems neat. I like Shannon. I can't go in there. Ever, it seems. Which is unfortunate, because that room looks... Actually, it looks kind of boring. Never mind. Yep, let's go. I guess we're just going back to the bar, I suppose. Wow, this place is quiet. Without its colorful staff, cast of regulars, and posing tourists, the Union feels hollow. The front bar and lounge are deserted except for a handful of janitors. Where is the one janitor, exactly? Mr. Clean, or whatever his name is? I don't care if you just swept there. Gathered around the intimate back bar, Mrs. Kubota and her coterie gather for breakfast, with the lady herself doing the cooking. The smell of soy calf and something resembling sausages fills the room. Resembling sausages. Hey, Mr. Clue? Evening, ma'am. What's the word around town? There's been more talk of the Ripper killings. Some people are saying they're hate crimes on account of the victims all being human. what if I told you the prime suspects were an elf and a troll? Still, doesn't mean the killings are racially motivated. People are just too quick to label something a hate crime. Check the census. The city is still 66% humans. Close your eyes and throw a rock, you're more than likely to hit a human. Doesn't make it a hate crime. Still a crime, though, and that should be enough. This is the first real rise you've seen out of Mr. Clue, but he reins himself in with a roll of his thick shoulders and a smoothing of his jacket. Don't worry, not going to start throwing rocks. Wouldn't want to reinforce the stereotype. I'll leave you to your business, ma'am. He seems nice. Ohio, would you like some... Forgive me, oh my... But you look like hell. I've been working, Mrs. Kubota. She looks you over, noting the signs of your nocturnal activities. She nods. Any run you can walk away from is a good run. I agree. Good to be back in one piece. I can tell you've been busy, and I can see by the look on your face that there is something you need. Is this about the Ripper? Yeah, I found some DNA evidence and need help analyzing it. That is excellent. I will unlock the piano so you may go downstairs. I am certain someone in the safe house will be able to help you if they are awake. It is likely that you will visit the Matrix before the day is done. May I take a sausage? Aww. Mrs. Kubota is really sweet. I like her a lot. Whoa, I have a shitload of karma. What do I do with it? Could do gun. Could do gun. Wide load. Maximum. Oh, there's racial limits. I didn't realize that. There's racial limits for intelligence. That I don't appreciate that. Okay, confirm. Okay, so we're good on the decking, I think. Cuz we're definitely going to need it. You've been doing a lot of legwork on this job, but it's going to require a trip to cyberspace and back to ID the Ripper. The Matrix, the cybernetic analog inside the grid, the worldwide computer network, a digital world, information brought to life. Inside cyberspace, your avatar does all the work while your meat body is left behind. All around your avatar are pathways to other nodes filled with data. IC, counter-intrusion programs, and other jacked-in runners. Cyberspace has as many dangers as the meat world and more. Locked doors, security countermeasures, and black IC can fry Decker's brain. Every movement you make in the Matrix can be tracked. If you aren't careful... can be tracked if you aren't careful. Get dumb shocked out and your brain gets fizzy for a bit. Get hit by an enemy Decker and you can die. Great. Excellent. Loving it. I would like to maybe buy a new deck. You look like you've seen some action too. Can either of you two do a DNA analysis on a blood sample? However, I can employ a semiconductor chip that could decode DNA using a voltage change instead of light. That would eliminate the use of highly expensive equipment that would be acquired otherwise. I just read a journal about it, so the information is still fresh. Frankly, it should be easy. What do you want to know? The owner's identity. Ah, that's beyond me. All I can get you is the gene code sequence. But that's where I come in. David, if you can get me that code sequence, I'm pretty sure we can track its owner down via a Matrix run. Cool. Bubusky, when Dave gives me the sequence, I'll jack in and help you trace the blood sample back to its source. Thanks guys. If this works, we may find the Emerald City Ripper. No Drek? Wake up, Johnny boy, you've got work to do. And Bubusky, if you need any gear, I'll be right here. Okay. I can buy a new deck. I'll take a look. I want this. If I don't already have it. There we go. Alright, let's go talk to Johnny. Hey, dude. Thanks to the semiconductor-based gene sequencing system that David employed, we should have the information we need to track the Ripper in the Matrix. I'm really impressed with his results, considering it was his first attempt. He was utilizing an unproven technique he'd read about in a science journal, and he was working from memory on a minimal sleep. Sounds fascinating. If there's time later, maybe you can tell me more about it. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. We hit the Lone Star DNA database first to see if our donor has prior criminal record. I can barely read right now. They have extensive DNA archives, then we go hunting based on what we find. Let's hit the decks and jack into the Matrix. I can get into the private grid easily, but I've got to warn you. Once we're in, it could get a little rough. How much decking experience do you have? I'm pretty damn good. I'm not, though. I barely know what I'm doing. I have no programs. Wait, hold on. Cancel. Why am I suddenly in combat? Oh. I need to buy skills, too. Oh, there's so many. Fuck. Get that. Get that. Get that. No. Get that. Okay. So now I will go do some decking. Alright. The excruciating ecstasy of jacking your neural network into the digital world washes over you, grips you, crushes you into a singularity, and expands you infinitely. You are one with a data stream. Welcome to the Matrix. Are we gonna get loading screen or what? Okay. What's the deal? Oh, that looks like some shit. These are really well designed areas. I will say that. I like them a lot. Okay. Great. That worked out so well. Oh, thanks for coming closer, though. I really appreciate that. How much damage do I do? Not a lot. Let's try with this. Sure, that was better. Why do I have 3 AP? Alright, let's, didn't I get a AoE? This is kind of cool. I like this a lot. Do you have something similar to that? No, you don't. It's an attacker expert system program. Huh. Mr. Clean can do summons, which I guess is pretty cool. Let's do this. Kill you. Then possibly, nope. Definitely not kill you. Oh, because you're buffed. Of course. Did it. DNA matched. Located. 100% match. Arrest records. Silas Forsberg. Status deceased. Profession. Chop shop. Surgical assistant. Priors. Breaking and entering. Public indecency. Brought in for questioning on accusations of unlicensed plastic surgery. No charges were filed. A dead man. Cool. That gets us nowhere. I love it. Let's go over here. Which is sure to be a hoot and a holler. Hello. Hostile IC. Let's just flap. Eat shit? Question mark? Get fucked. And get fucked. Radical. This is going way more smoothly than the first time I went through this, because I had no decking ability, so I was just bumbling through it. Subject, Silas Forsberg. Notes, subject was found overdosed on half a dozen different sedatives. Several anti-anxiety medications were also found in his system. Face was mutilated, possibly self-inflicted. Identity could not be confirmed immediately due to the disfigurement and had to check dental records to confirm no next of kin. Large puncture wounds were found in several places on the body, possibly large bore surgical needles. Body had been decomposing for several weeks before the landlord noticed the smell and called the police when no one answered the door. Yeah, it sounds like this dude killed someone and then, you know, used their body to look like him. So people think he's dead. How about I do this? That doesn't look good. I don't like the look of that. If I see a red meter going up, I don't like the red meter very much. Great. Let's just nuke you a little bit, and then give you another whack. 75. I mean, that's good. That's good damage. The thing about, my standard little blast thing there clearly only does 50. What are you gonna do? That did nothing. Good job, I guess. Proud of you. Alright, Johnny, let's hit this one. Wait, are we done after this? Is that it? Return on subject. Silas Forsberg. The body of Silas Forsberg, a chop shop surgical assistant, was found in an apartment on Snohomish earlier this week. The body had been there for as long as a month when Forsberg's landlord noticed a rancid smell and contacted authorities. Lone Star representatives have issued a statement saying Forsberg's death has been ruled a suicide. According to reports, his body of massive puncture wounds and the cause of death was determined to be an overdose of anti-stress medications and sedatives. The man's employer claims he was a dedicated employee, though he suffered from bouts of depression. Forsberg's next of kin cannot be located, but the attorney appointed to his estate has located a will written weeks prior, leaving all of his belongings to his psychiatrist. The identity of the psychiatrist has not been released due to privacy concerns. Yet another sad end to a life, as is far too common here in the sprawl. So that's probably the troll, right? Let's regroup in meat space. How do we jack out? Get back to the entrance, I assume.